We're updating an underground buried downspout system on a beautiful brick ranch in Shelby Township, Michigan. We're putting the white leaf filter on. Just looks absolutely incredible on this house. It goes so well. So it didn't have leaf filters. There was some issues and concerns with the existing underground buried downspout system. Now we are taking everything out quite far. Let me explain. So when you go down and under a sidewalk, you are deep. Well, this catch basin was so deep, we had to use one of our 5-inch risers. That's a 5 by 6-inch riser. And then 2 of our 1.5-inch risers. So that's right, we had to use 8 inches a rise to get to the top.
Brought another one.
So we're so deep that Trevor went ahead, knocked out the 4-inch catch basin top. So if you're not one of the contractors who uses all of our parts, our 4-inch catch basin has a guide where you stick a 6-inch hole saw and you can knock out the 4-inch and convert it to a 6-inch. It was designed that way. And the reason why it's like this is because it was designed. This was something that the engineers worked on with contractors, is how we got to this point. It's set up to use a 6-inch hole saw if you want to knock it out. He knocked it out and he put one of our 5-inch risers. Look at that. And then he's going to add another one that's an 1.5 inches to get him the grade. And then we're going to use our 12 by 12 turf plate that's square with the 6-inch solid cover for this one. Now when we are that deep on a catch basin that we take to the surface, that's when we'll use our 12 by 12 turf plate with the 6-inch solid cover, because now when you go down to clean that and your arm bends at the elbow, you have room for that. Now I typically prefer the 4-inch plug with the round turf restrictor plate. I absolutely love that, and I definitely do favor that, and that's what I prefer. But this was made for all the things the 4-inch can't do. So we have a downspout right here. We updated it with our leaf filter. Right there is a catch basin. We're not as deep here, so we're able to use the round turf restrictor plate with the 4-inch plug. I like that. It's just quicker, faster, easier, simpler. You know, obviously we have this notch. You can stick your screwdriver in here. I mean, you can pull this up if you got a good grip. All right, so this is how easy this is to clean. You just reach your hand down in it. That was all the way to the bottom. Now I love this catch basin top for downspouts. Super easy to service. So we updated this downspout with a leaf filter, a catch basin. Then over here, we got our pop-up with the turf restrictor plate. I think the guys nailed it. You see how the slope is? If you don't have enough slope, you can't empty your line. People are always telling me my line's full of water. You got to run it out farther. You got to get it to the point to where you have the drop. Now we have the pop-up down here because we had to get some slope. You know, like that was the problem. Like if you just run it under here and put the pop-up there, and here it's so deep under the sidewalk, it's not going to drain. It's going to hold water. It's going to be an issue. So when the line goes down and you're deep under the walk, now for it to daylight, you got to come out further because the yard is on a slope. And this yard slopes really, you know, quite well. There's a lot of slope here, and it slopes in a hurry. So this works out fantastic. Right there is our French drain man pop-up. All right, so over here, you know, same issues. Like if you come underneath all this landscape, you know, we have another leaf filter on that downspout. The line goes underneath all that landscape. Right there is the catch basin, and it's deep. Now, if you just put a pop-up on that, this whole line is going to hold water. You're never going to drain it out. But then the guys went ahead, put the pop-up out here. Did a great job with this. So now that downspout runs underneath all that landscape. Then there's like a really hard slope to this yard. There's a lot of drop, real good fall. No issues there. And then discharge the water right there. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. It supports the channel. If you have any questions regarding this installation, leave them in the comments section. I'm your host, Robert Sherwood, and until the next video.